Once upon a time, there was a man in love with the soul of hospitality. His name is Giacomo Sonzini, and this is the H Curator, a podcast exploring remarkable hotels, the people behind them, and the trends shaping the future of travel. On today's episode, Luca Cerretti, restaurant manager at Belmond Splendido in Portofino.
So welcome to the H Curator. I'm Giacomo Sonzini, the hospitality curator, and today we are here at the most stunning Splendido, a Belmond property in Portofino with Luca Cerretti.
Hello, everyone.
Luca, thank you for having me.
Thank you for
And
choosing
please, who are you? Just tell us more about yourself, about your background, and who you are here in Belmond.
Allora, I'm Luca Cerretti. I'm the restaurant manager of Splendido Grill, the restaurant of the Hotel Splendido in Portofino. I'm with the company since many years. My first season.
How many?
My first season in Belmond in Splendido by the time was 1994. That was my first season, my first summer in this beautiful place, working in a restaurant. And there was the time when we used to make summer and winter season, so in different places.
Yeah.
But one thing I will never forget is the first time I get out from this beautiful balcony in the restaurant and looking at the sea, and there was something moving in this bay. It was a group of dolphins just jumping around. There was something like maybe make us a little difference in my choice that it was in the future. There was the first sign of. There was
First sign of choosing
It was
Splendido.
End of April. It was the end of April 1994. Yeah, I do remember like yesterday. And that probably was something like you fall in love. And then...
And you fell in love with this place because for working here for more than 30 years,
it's something
is
that...
there some, like, are you the oldest here?
The wise?
Wisest for sure. Wisest for sure.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, one of them. One of the last ones still on. And there's something like little scare me in the end, but it make me also proud of that because it's worth. It's worth because after my little life is just walking around and maybe find a place like this and try this could be the place you can stay longer and make sure that all what you learn is going to be put to the hospitality service, which is something like very important.
And in 30 years of career here at Splendido, have you ever thought of leaving?
In the last 30, no. And I told you even half an hour before, no. And because it's always something new. It's always something new because if you want to do something, you always have something to do. As I said to our guests, every single time you come to work in this road or you look out, you always discover something new. It was there before, you didn't realize, but you just notice now, and then next day there's going to be something else. That's something, that's a little example. And then contact with people never get bored of that.
Of course.
Never get bored of that.
It's very
even
interesting to get to know new people from all over the world.
It's like traveling without taking any luggage and
Exactly.
And that's something very important because it's exchange of experience, exchange of culture, which make me improve in a certain way, and make the guests enjoy. Because when you talk about someone like what happened to Portofino a few years ago, or any single kind of experience that's happened, it's something that involves the guest. And the human touch and the connection with that never fell. In the last 30 years, I saw many people, and also these come with the sons, the kids, and stuff like that. So now they're growing up, they're younger, they are young boys, and then they become father and mother as well. So the traditions keep going. And there's something like I will never forget. For example, I have a couple who used to come here when the first year we met each other in 1995, if you remember, and his son will get married here. And that's happened in 2011 when we have a big damage in New York, big drama in New York. So they canceled, but by the time they asked him to be a best friend for him at the wedding, for example. And I saw him when I was younger. God. There was something like the connection like that is something that you will never forget. And
were there some guests offering you jobs? Have you ever?
Yes.
It happened? It happened.
It's part of.
Of course.
So proud to be chosen. Sometimes
exactly.
Sometimes you say yes, or sometimes you're just a consultant. Sometimes.
Okay.
Very easy.
Yeah.
But it never became true. There was a guest who came here He's Irish guy who owns a big hotel in the Caribbean, and he asked me to go there in the winter. Then he's up the 2011, so there was something that he changed.
Yeah.
But it was one of
I see.
the proposal. But I always said, but I have to. I always said, but I have to come back.
Always,
I always said, I have to
always
come
that
back.
Splendido.
Just be
Coming
clear, I
back
have to
here.
come back.
But so you are from Liguria. You're not from
I'm
Liguria.
not from Liguria. I come from Piemonte, in a little village between Langhe and Monferrato, close to Alba,
Okay.
Truffle and
Good wine
Barolo
and good
Barbaresco. And
so then you moved.
I moved to Genoa to study,
for studying.
and then I moved around the place in northern Italy, mostly in northern Italy, in that part, to do summer season in different parts, in different hotel, and winter study. I was paying my study to
work.
sometimes. That
Of
was
school, working to paying the studies, exactly.
that was my first step on independence, because I started this kind of business since I was 15 and a half years old.
Wow.
In a little place in my place, in a little bar in my place, doing the ice cream.
Always been
Always
hospitality. F&B.
F&B, always. I do the many kind of different activity, like this little bar, make ice cream, work in a discotheque, work in a pub, doing beers, and
And now here.
make crafts as well.
Now here. The
And
best
down,
you can get.
the best I can get is something like
Top
in
level.
the end,
Yeah.
touch all different level that helps in our career. You will find something that is worth to stay, is worth to put on reality what you learn. It's nice to maybe share it with someone else. My experience to get in this kind of business, and hospitality is a big business. It's something like it's not easy. It's not easy at all, because you have to consider where you work, your place, your home. As I said, your home is something like you always look for that. You know what you need in your home, but when you invite friends, you have to make them comfortable as much as you can, and feel them comfortable. And for me, bring friends in my home, and make it feel them comfortable is hospitality, which is mean you do everything you can do it.
So then hospitality is a huge universe, but if you had to define hospitality in one word, what would it be?
It's not easy, one word.
Just one. Just one.
Hospitality mean for me is smile.
Bravo.
Smile,
Yeah.
happiness.
Essential.
Essential. And time. Have time to talk to people. That could be something in another part. Smile and have time to talk to people. That's very important. Because as I said, human connection never forget. Human connection never fall down. Human connection always at top. You can forget a PIN code, you can forget a password, but human connection.
Not a smile and not human connection. That one you will always remember.
And that's very important when, as I said before, people they come here to eat, to enjoy the view, to enjoy the relax and everything. But when people they look also for you, or they keep in touch year by year, that's it's a big satisfaction. Real satisfaction is something like all your single effort is nothing. You're gonna get tired, you can work long hours, but that's meaning. Satisfaction in that point of view, when you receive a message from a guest, I'm coming next week, Luca. Please keep my table or remember my pasta. For me, it's something like, don't worry, done.
That's the best. This connection with your guests. And
Sometimes in the past was something like, no, just someone have to talk to the guests. Now we have to, because that's the part of hospitality. It's something like no barrel.
And then, of course, connection with the guests, but even more importantly is the connection and the relationship with the team.
All I've done so far is just because I have some people close to me. People, they help me with that. I call my guys. When I call my guys, for me is something more than just my worker. Is my guy, which means humanity, but also rules. In a community like we are, in a brigade like we are, we need rules. While we have to know when it's time to be a little more smooth, to make everyone comfortable, also in the back.
Yeah.
If I smile, if my guys are smile, people in front, they just can't smile. If something bad, something bad thought, something bad attitude, in the front you can feel it. Always. Sometimes the kitchen can be on fire, in the front is just like calm, like the sea, which is very important. And that's probably the hardest part sometimes, but also the part to really make me very, very happy. If everything is smooth, if everything is go clear, if everything is go very easy. Does not mean be easy, but seems easy.
Seems easy.
And everything is well organized. In the end, you can always be
Of
successful for
course.
that.
Of course.
And that's something like is very important for me. I have some guys that follow me in the last 3-4 years. I have some people that used to work with me in the past. They come back to work with me, and for me, something like top.
Keeps you alive. And I had another question. Do you have a young team?
Yes.
Do you
Thanks
believe
God.
in the young generations?
We have to.
Do you think you have to? And do you think they are passionate about what they're doing? Do you see passion in the new generations?
It's difficult. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. First of all, you give them the passion to have passion. Sometimes they just look for a job to do this job. They don't mean do this job for passion. So that's stop a lot of achievement on our success, which is very difficult. But be an example is something that really helps. And this is I guess the hardest part. Being an example is the hardest part, but it's always successful. If people saw you work with passion, give all what you have, just mean heart and smile and something like that, they're gonna follow you. They see it's not so difficult. You make your effort, they make even tireless. It's less tired than everything. Long hours seems less, and in the end, you're a success. The satisfaction of the guests, they can feel it. And that's, as I said before, the satisfaction of the guest is something that is the top. It can make you carry on, it make you to push and rise and reach your target, your aims, and always something step by step. And in the last 30 years, honestly, every single season I restart, well, not a restart, it was a new start for me. That's probably my secret. Never stop, think about, even now that we are in this season, we always think about next program, next year program. We do some trying to do something with new dish, with new kind of way, and then it's something like we have to go. Next year we're gonna do like this, we're gonna do like this. And in this part of the season it's not easy because you're a little tired and something like that, but it's something like has to be done and they make you alive. And be with young people, as you said, they keep me alive.
They give you energy,
Oof,
energy you need.
You have to get by with them. You cannot be less than them. Eh? But the example one is always the best. The example is something like you reach the end. You reach the end, and so we can do almost everything. For the almost, we also need something to little gap, you know. But almost everything is something like we can do it. I always ask my guys more than 100%. I said that in the beginning of the season. They know, but if you can do the 80% of what we plan is
of course,
top of the world for sure.
And for them working here, which is a seasonal property, how does it work with the seasons?
They work here usually 4, 5, 6 months.
Okay.
And then they give a little break, and then they go somewhere else, like ski resort, or someone they go abroad, someone go to the Caribbean.
Always part of Belmond?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Maybe...
Sometimes yes, and no, because most of the hotels they're not open all year long, except the one from the other part of the world. So they have the chance to go there. Or people they look for something like many go to Switzerland. It's a big school of hospitality. They go to France somewhere, or they go to Dolomites. There's much more there. Those are mostly the place where they go. And it's good for them because they show a different reality, different kind of work. They can learn something and put then what they learn next year with
practice.
Into practice.
And did you see them coming back?
Honestly, yes. Thank you.
Because this is probably it's essential because you are training them, and so you hope they're gonna stay with you.
I always said I'm not losing time with you. I'm invest time with you. So if someone is coming back, for me is a goal. If someone is telling me, look, listen, and next year I won't be here because I'm going to England and go to US and go to France to learn language, please say, please do it. But the day after they come back. That's something like very important because they know if they find the Belmond world is difficult to leave because it's a world, it's a universe, front and back.
Do you consider this as one of your biggest achievement in your career, or is there a specific one?
No, that's one of them. Because I'm so close to them. I always, when I make a decision, I always explain them why. Not just because I said so. Because I explain why, and that's probably that's the best way to people they follow you. For my opinion,
Yeah.
and then I can make a mistake, of course, like any human being, and be able to admit your mistake is also not big things. And because we're human, and the human can make anything. It's not. We're not a machine. That's something like really avoid. Machine avoid that one. Tuck, tuck, tuck is something like, okay, your rules,
Just standardized and
but every single guest you put in front of you is a different one. Every single people you work with is a
yeah,
different
you
one.
need a different approach, and you have to understand who you have in front.
And so
Basi-
that's very. I thought, yeah, probably is the thing that I really like it. People, I saw people they are 19 years old, 18 years old, and then they come back when they're 20, 25, and so they change it, and I like that one. I saw that they understand why we did in one way, and now we change it, or while we used to say, what I used to say to them, say, okay, Luca, you were right, mostly right, okay, but that's a different point of view, but it's something like, and then I understand why all the big efforts, why we follow some rules, and then in the end is because it's right.
Yeah.
Nothing more to say sometimes. And then, of course, if you smile, as I said, in the back, the smile in the front is automatic.
On one side, we have your biggest achievement. On the other side, we could have the biggest and maybe, yeah, a great challenge that you faced during your 30 years career. What would it be? If there is one, maybe there weren't, I don't know. But usually it's also from, difficulties that you step out and also improve. And
For me, it's always to improve. In the last 3 years, running this restaurant is a big project. It's no, it won't, I guess it's never ending story for me. That's the reason why. I always, yes, I'm happy, but sometimes disappointed the same way. Not in a bad way, but because I can do something more. That's probably my challenge. Every single day is a challenge, because every single day I walk to the table and I say, okay, this table I can move it. We can move in this way. This chair's not like that. I have to move it. I'm not standing just behind a desk and doing something. I love to be on the floor. I like to be part of the action. Okay, planning time is morning or winter. You plan, you do everything in the office. You do something in the office also in the busy time. But be on the floor for me is something like stay with the guys and stay with the people that come and talk to them.
completely.
That's why when I open the restaurant, I'm in the front of the door, and when I guess one of the last guests are gonna leave the restaurant, I'm gonna leave, not before. But not because I don't trust people that work with me, just because I love to do that and be somewhere when I need it. When I don't need it, I just put it aside. That's probably part of my evolution. Sometimes I was to be just in the front. Sometimes I understand when I have to step back and then people move in and go with yourself, and then and most of the time I'm right.
For such job, you need a lot of passion.
Tanta, a lot.
Tanta.
Tanta. The ways you when like every single job anyway. I'm talking about what I'm doing.
Totally agree.
I look what I'm doing, what I know is something that you need a passion. The passion because it's a mission. Mission is, as I said, make someone comfortable, make happy, and leave them with. Yes, you can have a nice spaghetti, you can have a nice risotto, you can have a nice fish.
But
You
it's not
remember
enough.
that, but also you remember what's going to be around, what's going to be the night. Because fish you can eat in 50 minutes, you eat a fish. Night is going to be 2 hours sitting.
Yeah.
In
It's what's
these 2
happening
hours,
around. Yeah.
the atmosphere, and
Yeah.
so it's something like is not just touch and go. It's something like
Yeah.
go deep in that, and then understand people, talk to people, understand their needs, as I said, and make them surprises. Just listen to something, then move and be an action, do something for them. They will won't expect, but they love it, and that's something like a lot. Searching for people that what they needs, and not be too intrusive, but something like, okay, that's what you like it, that's what you're gonna have it. Or we try to give you something that you're gonna have it, you're gonna like it.
Okay.
And that's something like see a smile of a little boy having his pasta that or a little gnocchi that he was searching for is unpayable. Is unpayable.
I know. I can imagine. And for you, you told me that your first day here, you just spotted dolphins there and you just fell in love with this place. How do you feel of coming up here every single day and working here in this incredible setting? How do you feel?
I feel like once you look out, or once you're on the road, you always discover something different. It was there before, you didn't realize, but it's there, and then you discover something new, like a new bird. And for me, something is happening every day. A new tree, a new little window of a particular color of the sea.
Always different. There
Always
is
different.
always something,
Always something. That's what I said to the guest. If you've been here 2, 3, 4, 5 days,
no matter.
try to make a little experience. Go out and make a picture today, and then next day.
You'll see the
I'm
light
sure
is different.
the difference,
The
color
people
are
you,
different,
everything.
people are different. You find a tree, you find a boat, you find a
Yachts
a yacht.
are different.
But not just because of that. Also because looking at the hill like that, you can find different kind of pines tree over there. And it was there yesterday. Yes, it was. But I didn't realize it was that. And I point that one for a day. That's make different.
And the color and the light, and also depending on the season. What's
And-
your favorite season here for you?
October.
October.
October is the best. The colors are unbeatable. Of course, July and August something different, but October is something like
But summer is very crowded as well. Here
That's-
you can
that's
also
what
really
it is.
enjoy, because the hotel and the property, stunning. But you have Portofino as well, which for me it's one of the most beautiful places in the whole world.
no, of course.
And enjoying it with fewer tourists is
Also because you can imagine people come from New York, Chicago,
Exactly.
whatever. They spend the whole days, all life, all 10 months in their life in the traffic, building. Okay, New York is nice, Chicago is nice, whatever. But once you look at Portofino, you see that's a fire here?
Yeah.
What's that? There's a water part? Is a bowl? What is that? And we also understand that sometimes we don't realize that. We support Portofino every day, so okay, that's the word. The word is not like that. Word is something different. If you go to Milan, if you go
Of
to
course.
Turin, if you go to Rome, different beauties, a different kind of attitude of the people in the middle of the traffic or in the middle of the rush days when you work. It's something like you come here and maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, you just look out and then you look for something that is noise. No, it's not. Noise, there's no noise. It's cold. No, it's not cold. It's a word apart. It's a word apart,
word apart.
for sure.
Absolutely.
And sometimes we have to put ourselves in someone else's ideas and see why people they come to Portofino, why the people come to Italy, honestly, as well. And we are part of their dreams sometimes. So hospitality also
Here they are living a dream.
and hospitality
the
for me
best.
also be a part of a dream, big part of a dream. Otherwise, you're gonna destroy a dream. Destroy a dream is something the worst you can do it.
Yeah, and you are part of it.
We try,
Yeah,
and every day you meet different people.
yeah, exactly.
There's also a help.
You told me you have been working here for more than 30 years. Did you see an evolution of the hotel?
If you look from out, nothing has changed. Something bright color, something like that. But that has to be. Spain has to be like that. Change of the approaching to the vacation is the big thing. People they go faster anyway. You're also in vacation sometimes. That's why with our band we try a slow luxury.
So clients come here and they're very...
Sometimes yes. That's why with our company we try to make a sort of slow luxury.
Slow
which is
travel.
slow travel, as we say, and you just try to make the change the timing sometimes. But people they go. We also have less long stays sometimes. Younger people are traveling. Before in the past,
You had longer stays in the past.
also now, but those are the but just less than before. Now we have much more short, and that's because probably the community people they want to see as much as they can
Of
in
course.
their vacation.
So this client's approach changed, do you
But-
think, after the COVID or even before?
Even a little before.
Even
A little
before.
And also because, but sometimes they come often for a small time.
Okay.
Sometimes it's,
So they come back,
yeah,
but just for for shorter periods.
because probably we help them to to decide sometimes to come back, or they decide we feel comfortable, so we come back. And it's something like make us very proud, because probably they make the travel they plan the travel with ourselves
Yeah.
in their head, which is good for everything, which is something like something something is part of the change. It's something of the
Yes.
change.
And if you had to describe this place, so Splendido, in 3 words, these questions are hard. Huh?
That's very difficult. That's very difficult.
First, it was
That's not fair.
hospitality in 1 word.
That's not
and
fair.
this is 3 words
That's
for
not fair.
Splendido. Yeah, take your time. We're
Splendido is
Splendido.
Splendido and Splendido. What else?
Yeah,
What
I
else?
agree.
I mean,
Splendido.
everyone look for the Splendido for different reasons. Different reasons could be slow luxury, as you said, travel, look for peaceful, look for privacy. And most of the hotel look for that. Some people look for freedom. But probably they look for the way we are. The way we are Splendido. Single guest. You want to look for something that will make you happy, like nice bottle of wine, nice piece of fish, nice pasta, or what you look for. We have a menu in our restaurant, of course. You have to have a menu, a particular menu, but if you search for something else, if you can understand, you can look for something else, no problem, done. That's probably what they look for, freedom.
And for you, for a guest when he's on a vacation or in general when staying in a hotel, what's the one thing or the one aspect that turns a stay into a memory?
We do a lot of things for our guests beside what they expected. We go beyond that. We go beyond because we try to recognize them every single place of the hotel. We have to remember what their name, which is the best way to welcome people and make them recognize and make them much more than just a hotel. But if you had to do it, you can do it, no problem. But that's very important for us. Recognize the people, recognize their needs, and sometimes make them. As I said, if you feel like they look for something or if they enjoy to do something, we go beyond that. We organize something for them, like be a boot tour or maybe a walking up to our path or a particular kind of recipe. We can do it. We make them happy with something. Just a simple pesto experience, which is we make them pesto in front of them. We let them make pesto or make the pizza as well with them. And we try together. That's become part of stay closer, human touch. Not just a waiter and a guest, but something more than that. Is the human connection? There's human connection.
It's essential.
What we look for that is human connection, not just hotel connection, which is different for me. Human connection could be stronger, could be memorable, and so on. The connections make difference. The memory of a travel could be. I always say, see you next time, or I welcome you in the beginning. That's all the start off. And the rest is very easy. If you do this job in a proper way, if you know the meaning of hospitality, which mean, as I said, smile and human touch. Finito.
Finito.
I guess that's. Those are the words, no more than that. Big words for sure, but something that you cannot go farther than that.
So you have still so much passion. Everyone can see it. Everyone can see it.
I love to share my experience with the guys. Sometimes I find
That's very important to be able to share.
I find myself talking to people about what's happening in Jurassic time, but sometimes.
But it's good for them also to learn the past. the story
No,
and
no, no.
when
From the tradition, you can work, you can build on the innovation.
yeah.
No doubt on that. What I did, what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go today. What I'm gonna do tomorrow, gonna do tomorrow. There's no problem. I told you I work in smoking with the bow tie and long tail, and I work on shorts. I was working with the shirt in the discotheque. For me, it was the same. I was making crepes or hamburger, whatever. But that was part of the growing up, and that was with the same kind of things. And I met people. I met so many people, so big names. But for me, it was treat them like everyone else. I remember was a big football player was by the time, and he was walking in the square, very
In
important
Portofino.
in Portofino. He was about with his fiancée by the time, and I saw a couple of guys asking him for take a picture, something like that. And he was so gentle. It was kind of. And then there were some more people asking for pictures. And by the time he realized it was him, and then he was just leaving alone in the middle of the square. So I went approached to him and said, "Listen." He said, "Wait, you want the pictures?" "No. Stand with your fiancé. I'm gonna make your pictures yourself." And I take them a picture. I give them the machine. and said, "Okay, thank you." And he went like, "You don't want the pictures?
He was not expecting that.
You don't want the pictures?" "No, for me, you have the pictures. You're your fiancé. I know you are. I'm happy with that." And I went away. And he went back to the restaurant, had lunch with me.
No,
Yeah.
Really?
He said, "Listen, I wouldn't believe that." He said, "That's the way we are." And it was treated like that. And he came twice in the restaurant in the stay. But it was just connection.
little touch makes
I
a
remember
difference.
I said, "Give me the camera." And there was
You just
day
wanted to
vacation.
see them
There was-
happy. Just to
Well,
see
there was
them
day
happy.
vacation. It's
Of
not
course.
like. And there was we talk about everything, but not football. You can imagine. That's something probably the people look for, simplicity. And there was I remember his face, and I always smile on that. And he came twice in Portofino as well. After they come to say hello to the restaurant as well. Human connection.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't even remember my name now, but it's the same. If you come say hello, it's more than welcome.
It's splendid. It was able to keep its original soul.
Yeah, that was important. All through this changing.
Exactly,
Has to
because
be.
it went, it had many changes around the years.
That was
but
the
it was
first
essential
things,
to keep the soul of the
There was
place.
four things there to keep it, the soul. Because the way there's no point. It could be if you're gonna be like a big chain hotel, everything is going to be the same. You can say be in here, take a city. It could be in Milan, it could be in Rome, could
Exactly.
be in Paris, could be in London. Doesn't make feel any difference.
For me, this is essential. It's to go to a place and really feel the soul of.
And you go there because you look for that. You go to Milan because you look for something you find in Milan. You go to Rome because you find something to Rome. You go to Portofino, you go to Splendido because you look for something that you get just in the Splendido, which is, I guess, that's a really good key, very good nice key for that, which is very important. Not be robotized.
No.
No, please, no thanks,
No,
no
thank
thanks.
you. We don't want it. Already,
But
we have artificial intelligence coming in. But
feelings.
feelings is
Essential
most
feelings, and genuine.
feelings in hospitality and genuine.
Genuine has to be. People know if you're genuine, if you're not just something like automatically. That's something that I noticed through the years, and that's something that I try to avoid every single time. That's why every single approach with the guest is different for me. Even with just a word, or just a buongiorno, buonasera, or welcome has to be Italian. Once you come in my restaurant, first what I say is just Italian. Buongiorno, buonasera, ben arrivato. Then we can
And then
start
you
to.
switch to.
Then we switch, but that has to be. That's Italian style.
I have a question. Is it splendido or splendido?
Ah, yeah. They make it's splendido, no more than that.
Why splendido? Americans.
That was the accent.
Splendido. Splendido.
Splendido.
Ma is it splendido or splendido?
Ah, you get an Italian kind of properly
Because
splendido.
Okay, splendido.
It depends also which part of Italy you come from.
Exactly. Based on the region, on the accent, and okay, so it's splendido. Now it's
Sì.
clear.
Clean.
Because
Be clear. No more than
we have to clarify this aspect. Thank you so much. It was really, really nice.
No, I was so pleased to talk to you and have the chance to just express my little ideas and my little
and your
thought.
passion and your background and everything. And you have really 30 years of experience. It's just incredible. And also for me, it was a pleasure because I've been here many, many times and just seeing you and bumping into each other and just, hey, hello, how are you? No, no, no. But it's really good to know the people and know their background. And that's why this podcast, that's why I really want to bring the people who make hospitality alive, because hospitality without the people, without the right people behind, it's not hospitality. You don't have it. People are are the foundations of hospitality.
People make a difference.
Make the difference. It's there. It's not the product itself. The product could be perfect, but then it's the people.
People is people make difference.
People,
always.
Exactly.
Doc, finito. That's true. No, that's true. When something
it's
is
true.
It's true.
So also when I thought, okay, I'm gonna do like an episode of this podcast at Splendido because I love the property and also I have a special relationship with Portofino. I have a house in Santa Margherita since always. So it's special for me. But I wanted to talk to someone who represents and portray the Splendido himself.
You make me cry now.
And it's you. And
you
it's
make me cry now.
And it's you, Luca, because
No, I mean, it's a pleasure. It's been such a pleasure to be choosing from you because there's a lot of things to say. One day is not enough sometimes, but touch the right point. Sometimes you make people understand.
Absolutely.
And as you said, people make difference, and that's we are so proud to be like that. All of us. I'm not talking just by myself. All of us. That's something like it really makes difference for sure. And your kind of podcast like that could be help all of us in our kind of industry to make people understand which is the universe behind a vacation of some people.
Because social media, they play an essential role for the communication, and also myself through my posts, my pictures, my videos, I make people dream. Okay, so they can dream, but the dream is also thanks to people that I'm not showing in my pictures. So that's why this podcast, and that's why I really wanted you together with me to really discover the Splendido through a different lens, through your experience, and yeah. So grazie mille.
No, grazie to you, Giacomo.
Grazie mille. Buona giornata.